So for those who didn't know, Stephen's idea for Proverbs Guys was that there would be 24/7 Christian podcasting. That eventually we would have so many podcasters that there would always be a Christian podcast. So anyone, anywhere around the world at any time could go to the Proverbs Guys channel and fellowship with a fellow Christian or ask their questions because they're searching for a religion or whatever. And I loved that idea that it was a podcasting channel of multiple podcasters eventually that would run 24/7. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I still think it's a great idea. And I would love to see it recreated in a way that's not really bullying, you know.
There's networks like they're out there, like Alden. I've noticed that he's when I've been over to his channel, like he always has another stream. Like it's just like, okay, everybody head over to this stream now. Like this one's starting up, and like I'll be over there too. And like they kind of just like go from like stream to stream to stream.
It would be best
across
to do
multiple
that on
channels.
Twitch, because you can just do a raid.
Yeah, like the Legion of the Dude.
Guess who's here?
Achilles! Hey, Achilles!
Achilles needs his own entry theme. Big Bad Mama's got Achilles needs his own little entry music.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Missing Mod to come up with one because he's good at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Not much. How about you?
Hey.
The ceiling.
Where
yeah, were your
ears
Proverbs
burning,
guys recently.
Achilles?
I heard, yeah, but I don't know. I came in to kind of clear a couple of things, but not like make any discussions like, oh no, I don't like that guy. No, you should like. It's not about that. But we have taken a step back, and the reasons are different. So I just came to kind of clear it. So
that's fair.
First off, Stephen has been in DAL for quite some time, and his internet sucks. They don't have good internet, not good enough for live streams. So other than this one thing, I do have an issue with my brother, which is dropping in the middle of a live stream and leaving you there, to finish it up. That's the one thing I just can't take. But then he started doing that without wanting to, because his internet would cut out. And this happened once, happened twice. And then the other side is that I got tired, my friends. I've gotten very tired with a lot of things that are happening online. And how I used to be a person that if you taught me something and I didn't know about it, I would change my mind on things. And I don't see that happening online. I see people that are not here to preach the gospel, but to preach about their own denomination. And no matter how many debates you're going to have with them and how many discussions, they ain't going to change their minds. I went recently to another channel because they were discussing about a Greek word that is not what we think it is. And it changes like the whole Bible. So I went there and I said, no, the word is what it is. It is exactly what it says. It's the word eternally, theonion. Daniel, and hello, brother. You know the channel that has an issue with that word?
Which one? Is it Layman's?
Ace-Theo. Yeah. So
Ace-Theo, okay. Because I've heard that argument from a few other people, like Howdy comes in and he was saying something about that. It's like, well, actually, eternally doesn't mean eternally. Like I'm like, no, it does mean forever. Like we
the
use at the end of
issue
prayers.
behind it is that the word got introduced in the English language like in the 1700s. It didn't exist before that. Okay, and I said, yeah, but in the Greek, it existed for thousands of years. So I don't care if in the translation it got added later. It doesn't change the meaning. So the reason they're doing this, the reason they have an issue with it, is because of that long debate that goes on about whether God is going to punish some people eternally.
Right. That's where I heard it brought up
Right.
before by Howdy. So
Oh,
yeah,
you guys
this
are
is
talking
where
about
it's coming from. Okay.
annihilationism. Okay.
Right. So if you did,
Yeah, some people don't want to believe what the Bible says, that you
but
will
check,
be
but
tortured
check this
forever.
problem.
You know?
If you deconstruct it there, and you say that it's not eternally because the word is not the word, then what about the eternal kingdom? You
Right.
destroyed that.
Exactly.
You
Yeah, that's a
destroyed
good
that
point.
too. So,
And what about glorifying God forever? You know, it's like, oh, I guess it's not forever, just a long
and
period
then
of time.
2 days
Yeah.
after, I had a great discussion. They were very respectful. Howdy was asking for a lot of other words. We had a great discussion going back and forth. And then on the next day, after spending 3 hours talking about that, the next day somebody asks what happened through with that word, because I heard that a Greek came in and he said, oh no, yeah, well, that Greek, he just knows modern Greek. He didn't change the thing at all. So my issue is about what the gospel is saying. If there is some misconception because we created a new language now in 2025, and in 2026 we add a new word to it, that doesn't change words that go far back when that text was written. Like we have the word aionion from like Plato, from Aristotle, right? It didn't get created with the Bible. But no, Achilles is about the modern Greek. So that for me, guys, is very disappointing. And it happens on every level. And then they've had like another 20 streams talking about that word. So I almost went on and did a show about this. And then I changed my mind. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to. I don't have to. What am I supposed to go out and do one show for each misconception out there? Now, when I got in here, the last thing I heard was what Awake was saying. This is why we should be here. So whoever wants to have some Christian content, or even a content about things that are happening in the world, because they are Christian related. Christianity is not only about debates on some issues, whether they are salvation issues or not. It's also about caring for one another, not trusting in some politicians. There are so many things. And that's why we should be
before we get too far, because I don't know any of you. Well,
Hello,
I mean,
Pixie.
from where you're from. But I do know Ace. Don't misrepresent him that way. Disagree with him all you want. Don't misrepresent his actual point. Don't do that.
I didn't.
It's not
no,
cute.
Look. I have the link on my bookmark here, where
I've known Ace for a long time, and his position is not about annihilation, has nothing to do with annihilation. So don't misrepresent him for whatever straw man argument you're trying to attack. Okay? Disagree with him. I don't care. Don't misrepresent him.
I did not talk about Ace. I talked about the argument. He's wrong on that one. What can I do? Am I supposed to say, oh no, he's correct, otherwise it's going to be considered a
He's
straw
wrong
man?
on what one? On what one? He's not an annihilationist, so he's wrong on what one?
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that a Greek came in and talked about the word for 3 hours, and then on a show which I have bookmarked here on the timestamp, I can show it to you. He said that, oh no, he was talking about modern Greek. That is misleading people into thinking that the word aionion doesn't mean eternally. I don't have a problem with the guy. I actually have watched a lot of his stuff and I like him. I love the research that he does. But on this one, he's wrong. And then when you can
think that, but he has a different perspective. I think you're both wrong, but I'm not up here trying to misrepresent what you think is right. And yes,
so
he does think no, it's not. He does think that it means Aeonian, but it is not because of eternal punishment or annihilation or anything like that. It's because he thinks everything the Bible describes is in Aeonian terms and doesn't describe forever. He does say that people like me will have a second death, but he says that at the end of the eons, God will defeat death itself. And that after that eternity, after that is eternity, right? So the part that
I'm with
includes
you.
the
Death
part
is
that
already
includes
It's a
hell and
very
defeated.
all of
wrong
that
take. Just so
is
everyone knows,
part.
it's
Death is
You
wrong.
can say
already
that he's
defeated.
wrong. You can say that he's wrong, right? That's fine. But don't misrepresent what he is saying.
Yeah, Christ destroyed death by death on the cross.
Yeah,
So.
well, what Pixie is saying, and I do agree with that point, is that death will be cast in the lake of fire, death itself, finally, because we still are dying. Now, the second death is going to be eternal. So we talked about that, and I agree. I agree with him. But when
So is Death just laying on the shore, getting ready to get thrown in after he's been trampled down?
Yeah. Now the thing is that concerning a word, what the word means, there should be no opinions. It's not about my opinion versus somebody else's opinion. This is what the word is saying. Confusing it with the word eon is false.
We made up a word because that's what we estimated it was saying. It could have said for thousands and thousands of years. You said that that's what the word means. So why isn't what they wrote? Why did they make up a new word? We don't know that that's what that meant. We supposed that's what that meant.
You are right. I did say that in Greek we have an expression which is like for 1,000 of thousands of years, and that means like eternally, because you can't count thousands of years, right? So it means eternally again.
Or it means a really long time. You don't know. Or it means an age, or it means an aeon. Right? If we had to make up a whole new word that nobody had a word for, you cannot prove to me that that is what it meant.
I love PBS eons. They're great.
Even
idioms are a thing, though. I mean, there is expressive
Daniel,
language.
who is reading
sure,
Orthodox,
and how it and how the content and how that those words are used, how those idioms are used, changes from generation to generation so much that generations sometimes don't understand each other's lingo, or a word that used to mean described something cool is now describing something really bad. Those things change.
Yes,
right. You can't tell me. You can't tell me.
We have the tradition
that this is the exact definition of it, and we know that this is what it means. And therefore, because I know that this is what it means, anybody who ever uses any other way that it was used is wrong. Is a bit pretentious, especially when you're misrepresenting his argument in the first place.
Okay, wait.
Let's let Achilles respond.
I will give Daniel the floor. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's why we have the traditions of the church. So, like,
which church? The church also changed. As a matter of fact, the reason the canon exists is because Marcion was outpacing them. So again.
So we don't go. So we don't go into a tangent about the churches. I said earlier that Daniel reading Orthodox hymns and prayers, he has probably come across something that is being used by the Orthodox Church in like almost every prayer that says
forever and ever.
That forever and ever.
Yeah, and you know what? There are Gnostics. There's Gnostics that predate the churches. There are Christian factions that predate the churches. There were Christians before the Bible was put together. You know, that's what I separated that. I said there were also Christians before the Bible existed. It was councils of these people who put the Bible together. Again, because they were trying to catch up to Marcion, who was ahead of them and thought that Jesus was the Son of God, but that God had nothing to do with the Jewish God. So you're acting like all of this is just like decided and has always been decided forever and ever, and because he has a different take, he must be wrong, but that's not true.
Instead of
just because one side gained control through a lot of bloody conquest, may I remind you, does not mean that his ideas are some new crazy thing.
Where did you find this narrative, you're throwing about outpacing Marcion? Where did you read that narrative or find it? In a history book? Where did you get it from?
Don't worry about it, Jill. You'll make something up in your head like you always do.
Like you just did. Carry on.
No, I didn't.
When's that
Okay.
debate happening, Jill? I'm just curious. Hey, Jill, when is
Yeah,
that
Jill,
debate
why did you run
Something
from
real
Aiden,
quick.
Jill? Why did you run from Aiden, Jill? Why did you lie about sending emails?
Well, nobody runs from anyone on this panel. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, you ran from me, Jill, but that's okay.
What I tried saying, and I called Daniel to concur, is that the way that the Orthodox Church in prayers is saying eternally is to say, "Thank you, God, for from now till the ages of the ages." That does mean eternally. Now you can take that and say, "Oh no, wait a minute, an age is not eternally." And if it has ages, then it means the end of the ages. Yes, you might be able to do that, but that doesn't make it the way the church is using it. Now,
the church is using it, but that's fair. No, that is absolutely fair. I will grant you that 100%. You did not misrepresent his argument, and that is fine because Ace doesn't consider himself a part of the church. I have no problems with the statement you just made. Thank you.
And
can I just interject something really quick?
One second, dear.
Go ahead.
1 second. Let me just say this, that if you do some dig up in church history, you will see that the Orthodox Church, I don't consider myself Orthodox. I disagree with some things, but it has only shed its own blood and not of others. So you have to look that up. It's the Catholic Church that you are confusing with the Orthodox.
I have to.
Bingo. Thank you, Heart of Flesh. I'm glad someone else had to say it instead of me because I'm very biased.
How you been?
LGG.
One of the biggest differences between the Orthodox and the Catholic Church is that the Orthodox never had an analog to crusades or religious conquests or pilgrimages or anything like that. The Orthodox never had wars under religious means. If anything, they actually had to defend themselves against Catholic crusades on a couple of occasions, such as the failed attempt at a crusade.
No, I just meant the idea of the Christian God as a whole, not their denomination specifically.
Achilles. But you were commenting on it.
Yes,
I'm good.
I did.
Awake. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that I think it's really cool, Pixie, for you to defend your friend's argument because I know that you're not Christian, and I don't usually see non-Christians come to defend a Christian point, and I realize that you're doing it because he's your friend. But that just shows how loyal you are to your friends, that you would argue a Christian point for him because you're trying to defend his argument. And I just thought it was pretty cool.
When I do that, people say that I'm being intellectually dishonest because steel manning.
Aiden does do that too. You are one of the others that does that, Aiden. And I respect that from you as well.
Steel manning.
Aiden fighting everyone else's battles for them.
I mean, it pays well. Being a mercenary is
look. I'm gonna whenever a bunch of people, I need an Aiden signal. So whenever a bunch of people just back me into a corner and be like, Aiden, can you tag you in?
Well, according to my opponents, I would just yell over top of them the entire time. I've never had a single point of any actual substance behind it.
Really? It seems like you wound people's actual souls when you debate them, but that's just me.
Aiden is very good at those gut punches.
Stop it. Please stop. You're making me feel so uncomfortable right now. Please stop. I appreciate it. I do, but yeah.
Well, I have a question for Jill.
Must be.
Are you still debating Aiden?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to email me.
I did email you several times. I have a screenshot. I can present it to you.
I emailed you, Aiden. I sent you my newest book.
I have screenshots.
Wait. He's waiting for you to email him. Is that why right before he left the stream the other day, he said, I'm going to go email Ghost right now?
Yeah, he said he was going to email Ghost right away, but that never happened.
Then you ignored all of Aiden's emails. You said tonight. We'll do this tonight. And then you ran.
I don't see an email from Aiden.
You're a liar. You're a liar. Share your screen.
Okay, here it is. I see it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, liar.
So yeah, I just checked my email today. I don't check my email every day.
Yeah, it's not like you told me. It's not like you told me.
Well, hold on. Let me read the email for the first time. Can we skip the part where you write me some absurd hour challenging me to a debate that I claim I ran from? Okay, there's
We
no
didn't do
date and
that.
time here. There's no specific date and time here in any of these emails.
Oh, just
Waiting
pointing
your
out that you,
reply.
Aiden, just pointing out
day
that
and
that
time do
email
you
was
want to
spot
debate,
on,
sir?
because what did he say when he got up here? I'm still waiting. Yeah,
Right,
he was
right.
gonna
And
try
I'm
to
still
claim that
waiting
you're
after
the one who
checking
ran.
the email.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
still
waiting
waiting.
because
Date and a
you're
time.
waiting.
Can I
You're
offer
waiting
him a
because
date
you
and a
said
time.
tonight. If you,
Okay,
Jill, if you
here's
planned
my
on waiting, if
availability.
you planned on
Well,
waiting, why did you
if this
say?
woman
Why
can't
did you
shut up
say
long
tonight?
enough so we can set this
No,
up,
it's because you
then
don't
I'll
want
go
me to point
somewhere
out the
else.
fact that you said
Shut
you were
up.
going to
No
do
one's
it
talking
tonight
to
and you
you.
were going to email
No one's
Ghost
trying
right
to
now,
debate you
and
or
then you
speak to you.
ran.
Can I give
So
a bit
just
of
go somewhere and
advice
bake a
that
cookie or something.
Jess,
if
go ahead.
we
How about
Jess.
Can I add
there's
noise
a
too?
lot of us that
8
if
o'clock
we would
okay with
just
you
put the
tonight,
effort.
Aiden? Now who's running?
Hey,
What
can
about
I?
8 p.m.?
Hey, Jill, you're interrupting me.
I'm letting someone
Calm
else
down,
speak,
Jill.
dumbass. Try
Calm
it.
down, Jill. Simmer down.
Hey,
8
Jill,
p.m.
I've
Now who's
been.
running?
Simmer
Let me give
down,
you a
Jill.
valuable
Simmer down.
piece of
Okay,
advice,
so
sir, and
here's the
stop
deal.
talking
I'll
over me
mute
now.
myself,
Okay, if you
and
can
when you
please
can
mute yourself.
respond with the date and the
Go
time,
ahead. You don't have
then
to
I'll
explain
respond.
that you're muting
Stop
yourself. You don't
cowardly
have to
going around
explain it.
talking
You
about
can just
Jews
do
killing
it.
for me.
You can
Jews
just
killing for
actually do
me.
it.
Pick a
I
date
feel
and
like I'm
time.
talking
I
to
won't
one of my
speak again.
children right
Pick a
now.
day and a
So
time.
if you could just go ahead and I'll give you a bit of advice. If you would spend as much time dealing with things directly as you do making excuses and complaining that people interrupt you, maybe you would actually be a better debater.
Pixie, can you please tell Achilles to please tell Steven to give Christian Pike a call?
Pick a day and a time,
You
Colin.
missed the best line though.
Stop trying to
No, I'm okay. I'm
narrative
okay without that.
here. You ran from me.
Pixie said, no thanks, no thanks.
What's your day and
So
time, son?
I don't know those
I just
people.
really
I
quickly,
emailed you.
I
These
will give you
emails
my
say
day and
nothing.
time. My
Let's
day and
do
time
it.
is right
Let's
now.
do it with a
We can
smiley
do it
face.
right
What
now.
the heck is that?
May I say something,
You're
Jill?
calling that setting up a debate,
Jill.
and I'm running from it?
Hey, Jill.
That's what you call setting up a debate?
May I
and
say
You
something?
said let's do it tonight. He said let's do
Coward.
it. You
May
said
I say
I'm
something?
emailing Ghost, and then you
Cowardly.
ran. You ran
May
like
I
the
say
coward
something?
you are,
Hold
Jilly
I
No,
bean.
bet
no, no,
you
no,
if
no,
we
Pixie,
said this was a debate
Pixie.
right now, he'd leave.
Daniel, do you see this? How about it? 8
Guys,
o'clock?
the debate's starting. The debate is starting.
I see it.
I like the
8
opportunity.
o'clock. 8 o'clock on Burning
like the
Bushes channel,
opportunity.
everybody.
Right?
It's
And I like the
happening. Aiden and
opportunity to
Jill.
actually say
TG, are we good? Tonight at 8? Does the Bible promote slavery?
Can I say something?
That was a
Is
topic
that
we
cool?
agreed upon,
Can I
right?
say something, Jill? Is that cool?
What's
that all right with
wrong?
you?
What's
I'm
wrong?
just making sure that I can
Not
say
so
something.
bold and
before you
assertive
overtalk.
anymore, huh?
I'm just
I'd
making
like
sure
to
that
ask a
I'm
question.
allowed to speak before you overtalk.
Oh, but earlier Jill was running.
I'm just waiting for my turn to talk. That's all. Am I able to talk now, Jill? Is that okay?
Are you able to give a date and a time where we can set this debate up so you can stop talking to people, telling people that
8 o'clock tonight.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my opportunity to talk because Jill's still pontificating. So I'll just wait.
Isn't Aiden? Isn't Jill the guy that cries when everyone else interrupts him?
Look! My screenshot. Look at my screenshot.
So
you didn't think we would actually read the email?
I'm allowed to respond now, right, Jill?
Oh God.
Okay, so in response to what Jill said, the offer that Jill provided me yesterday was that we were supposed to debate that night. That's what Jill told me. He offered that night as a venue and opportunity for us to debate. That's not false. You can go back and watch.
Yeah, we can go back and watch. That is false.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
What about
so?
What
I'm
about,
not done speaking. Am I able to finish what I was saying before you interrupt me?
This is probably what happened.
Oh, he's incapable of allowing me to speak.
Saying,
he's just interrupting me.
This is
so
exactly
he's interrupting. That's okay. Go ahead, Jill.
And we never
reclaimed his time.
And I said, email me because you kept filibustering. I said, just email me. And then you did email me 4 times with a smiley face. Still no date and time. What day and what time do you want to debate? Danny, do you see me asking this man to debate me for a date and a time and him running? And then he's going to accuse me of running when I leave. When I get frustrated from him not giving me a date and a time.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys
I'm
want
allowed
to
to
set up a
talk
date
now.
and time?
Right? I'm allowed to talk now, right? I'm allowed to talk now, right? Okay, I'm not allowed to talk. Okay, Jill, go ahead.
You're not allowed to filibuster and not.
I'm just trying to talk. You're the one that's filibustering right now. You over talking and literally just rambling on and on incessantly over and over again is filibustering.
Leave and then start talking about me like a little schoolgirl. Be a man. Commit to the debate that you committed to. Commit to a day and a time.
So I'm allowed to talk now, right? Okay, cool. So we can do it right now if you want.
No, we're going to set
Oh,
up.
not right now? Not right now? You don't want to do it right now? Because we could do it right now. Otherwise, stop wasting my time. I'm not going to send you another email for you to pretend like you didn't get it.
Was a formal
I'm not going to send you another email just for you to pretend like you didn't see it. So we're either going to do it right now, or you can shut the fuck up.
Liberal.
Those are your options. You can do it right now. Put up or shut up, Jill.
Liberal. Now
those are your options.
Do it now.
Put up or shut up.
Dan's the moderator.
Put up or shut up. Put up or shut up.
I have a question, Jill.
Put up or shut up, Jill. Put up or shut up. Look at him run. He's running right now. He's refusing to debate right now. He has the opportunity to debate right now, and he's running.
Not a debate.
He's running. Look at him saying that I'm the coward. I offered for him. I'll tell you what, Gigi, we could. I'll ask Gigi right now. Gigi, would you be willing to shut this show down, and then we open another room where it's just me,
I said after
Jill.
8.
Okay, yeah. So I could write you another email that you can ignore. So I'm gonna write you another email for you to ignore it and then call me a coward. No, Jill, we're gonna do it right now because if we do it right now, you don't have the opportunity to pussy out again.
No, actually,
so that's the option. We can do it right here, right now, or you can shut the fuck up, you little pussy. You little pussy bitch.
Go to work and then.
Are you at a job right now, Jill? I would love to talk with your employer if you're at a job right now. Could I talk with your employer real quick if you're busy at a job right now? What are you doing right now, Jill? You told me that you're a teacher. Typically, teachers are in front of a classroom full of people educating them. So what are you doing right now, Jill? You're not at a job right now. You're not working.
How about tonight?
If you're not working right now, you're not in front of a classroom teaching people. That just means that you're a coward.
He's stalling. And then tomorrow.
Now or never, Jill. That's your option. Now or never. Now or never.
Baggy mouth.
Do it right now. Do it right now, or you're never gonna get it. That's your option.
Everybody, hold on.
Right now, Jill. That's the option.
7.
8.
That's the option.
8 p.m. Be good.
No.
Central time.
I'm not going to agree to something only for you to pussy out and not show up again. I'm not going to waste my time, Jill. I'm not going to waste my time. My time is more valuable than wasting it.
Man up and set a date and the time.
You know what I love about this? It's like if I told him to take it outside and fight right now. He's getting all big and brolic. He's getting all big and brolic, and I'm like, okay, you want to be all big and brolic? Let's go outside and fight. And he's like, no, I don't want to go outside.
Aiden, will you
tonight at 8?
Would you be available around 8?
Aiden, tonight at 8.
I will
and I just want to say,
don't talk about how it might.
Here's what's going to happen. Aiden agrees to tonight at 8. Jill doesn't show up.
Talk about how it is. Right now, I'm challenging you to a debate.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, if we're setting it up right now, then you got.
Don't talk about how it's going to be.
Well, we can set the time right now, but now everybody will know that it was set publicly, and like Jill would look really bad if he didn't show up during the time that he agreed to, and actually it'd all be settled out.
And if he doesn't show up, Aiden will probably do an hour-long slideshow about how wrong Jill is.
Talk about,
and then he can cry about that.
Stop crying like a little woman about how it's going to be. Trump's going to start World War III.
What are you talking
about?
Shut
up, liberal.
What are you talking about? You're a schizo, you know that, right? Like, you are a schizophrenic.
8 o'clock.
So I was listening. I was trying to listen to both of you guys.
Can you point on the doll where the liberal hurt you, Jill? Because you've got some really bad trauma.
Talking about how it's going to be.
Jill was saying that he's coaching basketball right now.
He's not going to show up. So I'm not going to commit to the
Jill,
he
coaching basketball.
Why is he in here arguing with Aiden?
Yeah, for real.
Lots of people apparently come in here while they're working.
The same reason he's pretending he didn't say he would debate you last night and that he wasn't going to email Gigi as soon as he left, and then he didn't just run away and ignore his emails, right?
I'll tell you what. So I've got
how it is.
I'm going to talk about how it is, unless you interrupt.
8 o'clock or not?
So I have a picnic tonight that I'm going to be going to with Brianna.
Okay.
But I do have time right now. So I'll tell you what. Hold on.
I don't have time.
Jill, I wasn't done speaking yet. Is it okay if I finish speaking before?
How about Saturday? Saturday at 8?
I guess it's not okay for me to finish speaking before Jill.
Well, I'm giving more.
Jill does not have the mental fortitude to wait until someone else is done speaking for him to interrupt.
Let's give a third date now. We're both
Jill,
not
I gave
available.
you
There's no
one
need to
date.
talk about the
I gave
dates
you
not
one
available.
date and one
If
time,
you
and
want
the
to talk about
date,
dates we're not available,
the date
seem
is
like
right here.
you have to up.
The place
You have
is
to
right
leverage
here,
now, because
and
I'm
the
not
time is
available
right now,
for
Jill.
one date, and you're not available.
It's right here and right
Good
now.
deal. Let's talk about a third date
It's
now.
right here.
Let's
and
talk
it's
about
right
a
now,
third
Jill.
date now.
Those are the one date that I
Saturday
give
or
you.
Sunday? You
That's
available?
the
any of
one
those
day
days?
I've given you, Jill.
Saturday or Sunday?
All right.
That's
so Jill has ran. Let the record state that Jill has ran away. I gave him the opportunity to throw down right now. He doesn't have the time to argue. He doesn't have the time to debate, but he does have the time to argue about how he doesn't have time.
I
Tell me
don't
how
have
that
the
works.
time now. Just like
He has the time to tell me how he doesn't have time to debate.
This guy is such a coward.
Y'all could have been 20 minutes into a debate.
Yeah, we could have been
I don't
20
have
minutes
the
into a
time
debate
now.
right now. You realize that. If
20
we
minutes
started the
into a
debate
debate?
right when I threw
Because
down
you
the
don't really
gauntlet,
want to
we would have
debate.
already
You
been
wanna
through
have
our
the
opening
informal
statements by
discussion
now.
where
We
you
would have
cut
been
me
through our
off
opening
every 5
statements.
seconds.
We could have both
'Cause
opened
you're
up
a
our
coward.
original arguments, but that hasn't
you're a
happened yet
coward.
because you are not actually
A
interested in
bona
debate.
fide coward. That's why.
Does anybody else in this room believe that I'm a coward? I'm
Saturday,
just wondering. Can we take a
Sunday,
poll?
Monday,
Daniel Newman. Daniel Newman.
Tuesday.
Am I a coward in your estimation?
How about we set the debate up without him?
No, I like both of them. And I think if you guys really wanted to do a debate, we could actually set this up.
Jess, do you think I'm a coward, Jess?
Date, but he's
think
going
I'm a
to
coward?
come in with his girly lips tomorrow.
So
Talk
Gigi
about
doesn't.
how Jill
Awake
went from
doesn't think
him.
I'm a coward.
It's quite
Achilles.
amazing.
Achilles, do you think I'm a
Quite
coward?
amazing.
Achilles?
Now he's going to try to get affirmation from the panel. Do you think I'm a coward?
So for some reason, we've got what is it? Oh, Clay. Now that you're here, I've got to
coward
ask you as well.
ever.
Clay, do you think I'm a coward?
God ever invented. He's the biggest
No.
coward God ever created.
So we've got a
You're
room
the
full of
bravest
we've got a
zesty
room
man
full
I
of
know.
8 people right now.
Oh, we
8
got a
people in
room
the
full of
room,
people
and
that
for
are
some
stupid.
reason,
They
only
feel
one of them
sorry
thinks
for
that I'm the coward.
They feel sorry for you for what I'm doing to you right now.
Oh, really?
May I interrupt? So try to, blessed be the peacemakers. So I got to try and ask, why don't we just arrange the debate instead of fighting each other and saying, you're a coward, no, you're a pussy, and you're this and you're that? Why don't you just agree?
Yeah. Just throw out some dates, see which one's fit for
That's
both
what
of
we're
you,
trying
and
to
we'll
do. We
work it
had
out.
2 dates that were not good for either of us. Let's pick a third date. He doesn't want to do the third date. He wants to cry about the fact that I'm not available now to debate. Like he's not.
Do you want to do it tomorrow
at
Aiden?
8 o'clock?
I can do it on my
Tomorrow
show.
is fine.
I'm just
After
waiting for the
8 p.m.
opportunity to be
After
able to
8 p.m.
speak, but Jill's too busy
After
filibustering.
8 p.m. Eastern, your time, right? You're Eastern, right? Yeah. So it'll be 8
I'm
p.m.
Eastern
your
time, yeah.
Okay, I'm allowed to speak now. Okay.
What?
So I already in good faith gave Jill the opportunity to be able to talk with me and correspond with me in email. He told me yesterday. He told me, "Oh, I'm not allowed to speak anymore." Hold on.
Oh gosh. Nope. Let's stick with it, guys. Don't let him slither away like a little slimy slime ball.
Can we get screenshots? Okay, so you're both saying the same thing. Can we get screenshots?
Yeah. In jail, I don't think it takes much courage to like.
I have an observation that I will back up Jill about Aiden being a coward.
Yeah.
I mean, if that helps.
Show you the emails he sent me.
Hey Jill.
I can't say that's
And
going to help the situation.
I think part of it
I may not know where
with the
Smokey
fact
is
that
right now, but
Aiden
I do
never
know for a fact that Smokey is
able
not
to
within
stop
300 feet of
talking
an elementary
to
school.
let someone else talk.
I do know for a fact that Smokey
So
Saint is
I would
not
like-
within 300 feet of an elementary school. I may not
So I
know
would-
where Smokey Saint is in the world right now, but I definitely know he's not close to any elementary school or any young mind.
See, this is actually the point I came in to make. This is actually the exact point I came in to make as to why Aiden is a coward, because he never shuts up, ever. He just
I don't think you know what a
gishgallops
coward
and
is.
railroads and filibusters and talks over people when he's losing, and he's a coward.
None of that describes
He's
a
a
coward.
spineless little spurgy rodent.
Spineless.
And this is each time he's been challenged in a debate format, he can't shut his fucking mouth. Ever. I think this is the longest I've ever heard him be quiet. Ever. In the entire time I've heard him on these channels.
Jill's
And so
been doing
yes,
90% of the
you're
talking.
a coward. And we pulled up.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
we pulled up.
I'm sorry.
We
Is the
pulled up the
pedophile not done
interaction
speaking yet?
with you and Jill. The other. Well, I'm not done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Still.
I'll let the pedophile.
I'm giving the observation, and you're just again proving the point. You can't shut up. You just cannot ever shut up. Ever, Aiden. It's amazing. What is actually wrong with you? Like, are you touched? Did you have bad upbringing? What is this?
Yeah, you know all that.
Yeah,
You're
you know, my
opinion.
You're fashion yourself some like great debater, and your method of debate is just talk over the other side.
Hey, Jill, aren't you glad the convicted pedophile came to defend you?
There we go. Here, more gaslighting, more deflection, more avoidance of the point being made. You know what? Even if that was true, which it isn't, it doesn't change the fact that Aiden is a fucking coward. Okay?
Speaking of irony and cowards, speaking of irony and cowards,
doesn't change